I have a question about the contracts that you might sign, and I'm wondering about the fees that might be associated with canceling these contracts in the future, and whether it's worth taking the risk 2 months before an election to sign these contracts.
I guess I couldn't answer what the fees would be to cancel. We're not really awarding the we're awarding the contracts only would need to be submitted. So the bids were placed, we would award the contracts to the bidders, and the bidders would send in the official contracts for us to sign. Basically, we'd be approving them tonight. I do have the engineering firm, kind of on hold here, I can call them up and ask them that question. So, do you have other questions on it? Otherwise, if you wanna move on, I can get that information, when we get to that, I can distribute that information, so we're not interrupting the flow of this meeting.
Well,
I'll answer the question when we talk about it.
You're saying when we get into the actual awarding of the bids, you'll.
Yeah,
before we
cause I can just
start
step out, I can give them a call, I can find out what the cancellation fees are, and we can.
Our engineer offered to drive up here tonight, but he's from Madison, so we thought, he said he was available by phone, and we thought it was more cost effective to just have him available by phone.
Was that acceptable, or?
Well, I mean, there's a lot more to it than that, if once you get that answer for me, if I could have the opportunity to follow up with whatever the fees wind up being.
That's up to you, I mean, I'd be open to that, it's up to you guys to, you have that option, right, Randy?
yeah. Well, I'm not sure of the contracts read, because we had, one of the questions I had before we started was seeing the contracts, and I have not seen them at this point.
Well,
The bids went out competitively on it.
We don't have, the contracts come in.
Come in
we
after
award
we award the bids.
to the people that are proposed, the proposals, the lowest bid, right? So tonight, we awarded to the contractors submit their contracts to us, but what you're asking for should be all laid out.
Well, I think it's an awfully important figure to understand before you would sign any contract like that 2 months before an election. That could change the face of that whole situation.
Yeah, Tom, you're probably $600,000 into this. We talked about this before
Yes.
the ship is sailing. Number two,
No, it is not. Sam.
well, I'm just saying, as far as
For the
where we went and
residents, it
what we've
has.
done, we've got the funding lined up. I know you wanna ignore that. The funding is lined up from sources, including paying off the loan, okay? The group that was here went and had a public hearing during incorporation, and they basically said, these are the things we're gonna be doing, and they went ahead with it. And they followed through on what the electors went with when they went and they incorporated and took on roll call. So that's where the thing is at, okay?
And
And any other thing on it, you're putting your head in the sand, totally putting your head in the sand.
Not whatsoever. Not whatsoever.
yes,
Well, then all you're
every
hearing-
resident needs to hear what you think you wanna undo. Do you
There's
know
no
how
reason,
much money has gone into this
has
road
been
money
wasted
bills?
because you haven't opened this up to the public.
What,
That's
yes, we
not
have,
where
what
have you
the
been?
hell are you
Where have
talking
been
about?
the last 4 years? Well, we've been working on this. Where have you been, Tom?
I've been
You have
trying,
not
I've
been
been
to all
trying to
the
get
meetings.
information, I come for
You
all
had,
the records
you've had
requests,
all
I get shut
type-
down.
you've gotten record requests shut down?
Yeah, Mr. Croker,
No, I actually, and by the way, I've got the emails to you. I said, I've got a question about what you're doing. I don't understand where you're at. I've given you as much information as possible. I said, call me if you have a question. And you know what? You haven't called. I can get the email out. I can show you the last contact. I'm the one that answered you last. Don't say something different, because if you do, you're lying.
Are you Mr. Gass?
Yes.
He's running for office.
Mr.
He's a
Gansky is
politician
running
here trying to make a
against
scene tonight.
I'm not a
Are
politician.
you Mr. Gass?
Gatsky.
Gatsky, excuse me.
Yes.
You and I are gonna get very well acquainted when we have our meetings, our open informational meetings. I've also done a records request, and the amount of money that you've already costed this village is in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that's all on your shoulders.
No, it's on their
And
shoulders.
all of us here have to pay for that.
It's on their shoulder, listen, it's on their shoulders for accepting a loan before
When
they were ready to
you
use
put
that
a
money.
stop on that meeting down in Madison, you have no idea what that costed this village.
They have nearly $5 million in grants, and their plan threatens to tax everybody to benefit the water utility, and it will not lower the water rates of the users. They have $5 million
That water
for a system,
utility-
and they're not going to lower the rates of
That
the
water
users.
utility, those grants, it's paid for. It's paid for.
It's being used irresponsibly. We could lower the rates and improve the system if we used it for a different purpose.
You think that this group of people here is fiscally irresponsible?
Absolutely.
You know, 3 years ago, your taxes went down. The next year, they didn't go up. And this year, they went up $29, not even the amount that they went down before.
Think
And
how
I
much
asked
lower
them
they
how-
could be.
I asked them, how could you manage to keep our taxes so low? That's irresponsible fiscal.
I imagine they could be much lower.
Well, the issue that's on the agenda tonight is different things here about it. The issue isn't on whether we're doing it, that's not on the agenda tonight. So, if you got a question about the rest of it, about what's happening, but whether you're doing it or not, that ship has sailed, and that's not on the agenda. This is not to turn into your political discussion because you're running for some office as a politician.
I would invite all of you to be here at the public meetings so I can share some of the information that I've obtained about the cost that you have costed this village.
That was due process. That's due
I
diligence.
would-
Because we have,
You need to use your college education to better advantage in what you're doing.
Can we get back?
Let's get back
Tom
to
had
the
a question, if you want, I can go, if you're okay, I can share that when we get back and allow you to respond.
Generally, it's 20 to
If you want,
30%.
that's up to you guys, I'm not on board, so.
Please ask Darren then, what is going to be the cost to the other taxpayers, because it is my understanding, everything is even vetted by the USDA legal system, their engineering team, before we got these grants. The bid process is vetted by their legal counsel.
I'm not arguing.
Okay, so if we do not proceed, as you say, we should not, we lose this funding, you just don't get.
No, you don't lose the money, you're
What?
reappropriated to different uses.
You can't, you can't.
Hold on a second, so grant funding is applied for specific reasons.
Improving the water system.
No, it's for a specific design of the improvement of the water system. We can't take funding that we've applied for, let's say, a water improvement, and say, okay, we're gonna use it for the sewer. We can't, yeah.
That's not what I'm saying.
But
I agree.
But you're saying that we can apply it to something else, but we got
Big
awarded
water
the
system.
funding specifically for the plans that we submitted for the improvement of the system, so.
The plans that are put out
funding
in bid is
can't
what
be-
the funding was approved
That
for, and
funding
just
can't be reapplied.
That can't vary off of the plan that has been approved, is what he's saying.
You're saying that you're not asking.
Well, you're.
We don't
Oh,
know.
yes, he's saying
We
it can
don't know what the
appropriate in another
cancellation
way.
fee would be,
How-
period,
that's
okay?
not right.
And it's not an option, so we don't care what cancellation fee would be, because we're moving forward.
It is an option if the election in 2 months.
Yeah.
No, it's not an
but
option,
yeah,
yeah,
But we're
bid
here
vote.
today making a decision, and who's ever
So,
here in April will be taking it over.
a certain action went, if you're not going ahead with it, you have 600,000 you're gonna have to eat, plus whatever the cancellation fees are on it, plus probably a lot more. That's what you're probably out there with in some range on it.
I
Okay?
understand.
Because everything was done, going ahead on a survey, it was vetted by the USDA, our engineers and everybody else on it. The plans that are there are for the funding for it, between the 3 different sources and the like. It's a grant, which means you don't pay it back, okay? It's given to you for a specified purpose, and that has been applied for and granted and done, and we are probably a year and a half or 2 years into that process, okay? When I say the ship has sailed, the ship has sailed, okay?
I disagree.
But it's kind of interesting,
Okay,
if he gets in there,
Let's get
he's
back
saying
to
that
you.
he's gonna cancel out all the work that we've put through, and it's gonna be a done deal with the way he sounds, so
Your
he's
cost is-
not gonna put it out to the public to get public opinion.
For the first time, I would open it up to the public and educate.
It has been
What do you
open to
mean
the
the
public.
first time? We've only had 5 open meetings that I remember.
The engineer, funny, he's not here today, he's never been here in front of the.
Oh,
public.
that's where you're wrong, he's been here at
He's
least
just
6
not
times
been
that I
at
know
those
of.
meetings, cause I've been at a lot of them, and they were open to the public.
Yeah.
So
Where
don't
was
you?
try
That
to
ain't
do
our
that
fault.
every one everyone in this
If this is
room that
about
we
as
have
smart
not
as
been
what you
public
is, you're in trouble.
You are wrong and you are lying.
I've
You know
never
you're
seen an
lying.
engineer.
He sat right here. He sat
In
right here.
November of 2015, before the incorporation, every resident got a flyer explaining 3 options and what those options would include. At the very first 2 or 3 meetings, Becker staff, several of their engineers were here. Then we had informational meetings that we held at Wausau West. They were there.
These were meetings about incorporation.
No,
No, they
no,
were
no,
about the
they
well
included-
and the water plant,
Yep.
and the needs for GrowCo.
Rebecca, their employees have been here
No,
literally
no
dozens of
shaking
times
hands, no,
and
they
posted
weren't here.
agendas for several years.
Well, it was all before I knew anything about it, I guess.
Well, then you didn't read your very
So, are
first
we-
newsletter.
We need to
Would
get
you
on
like,
the agenda.
I can make that phone call, you
Yeah.
guys can move ahead, I'll make that phone call and then.
I don't think it's worth, we don't need to make a phone call, we're gonna approve it.
Just because he wasn't at the
Well,
meeting.
to be fair to Becker, well, I did talk with them and I said that I could
Money.
handle going over the bids. So they typically would cover this, but obviously we'd be paying for that, that's why we chose not to have them here because of the expense.
He offered as late as Friday morning to Friday afternoon to.
And that was my call, cause I said I can describe what we're doing here, so. It's up to you guys, I can step
No,
up and
it
make.
really isn't, that issue isn't really on the agenda.
No.
Again, no.